Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is Meditation Monday. So glad to have folks coming on. I'm definitely seeing people join. Yay! And I just sent me a request, so he's going to be joining us in a second. Yay!
Hi, Edgar.
Hi, so wonderful to see you. I'm so glad that
Yes,
this could work.
yes. So,
Yeah, thank you so much for joining us. This is Meditation Monday. So grateful to the Vincent Price Art Museum for creating this space for us to practice some meditation together. And so happy to have you here. You've definitely been someone who's been joining and has been like sending me a lot of love and like positive reflections on like what's been going on here. So I'd love to kind of have you be a part of this and have us work on a couple of meditations together. And I wanted to share what we're going to be doing today, which is we're going to be doing some interactive kind of meditations where I'm actually going to be having people come on, just like you,
yeah.
Francisco, and we're going to be practicing 1 to 2 meditations together. And they're all going to be kind of non-traditional, fun, interactive meditations.
Yes.
So to start, I wanted just to see if you could share a little bit about yourself. I know, one of the things that I really love about your Instagram account is that you do a lot of work with the tarot deck and you do a lot of readings, you channel a lot. And so definitely would love for you to share a little bit about that. And also, if you could also share a little bit about how meditation has helped you and like how you've worked with meditation too.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So, hi everyone. My name's Francisco, and I usually do divination with the tarot, and I consider myself a mystic, a witch, anything of the magical sense, a mutant, if you want to call me. And I started working with the tarot around, I think it's going to be 4 years now. So it really helped transform my life, and it's still helping transform my life. And this is actually also a way of meditation, calling in, the universe and helping. It just really helps figure out, where we're at, and it's just a big tool of guidance. And I think something that I remember Eliza told me when I met her was that it's like a never changing organism, and I can say that it is very true. But
Hmm.
that's what I've been doing for the past it's gonna be 4 years now. So I feel like it's helped me grow as a person and as an artist. And yeah, I'm really thankful that I came across it and I dove into it with, with no judgments.
Hmm. Yeah, and you've named a few things already. Just like one, how tarot practice can be like a meditative practice. It can be a space
Yeah,
that you create for yourself to work on
yeah,
and to kind of hold for yourself, right? In terms of it
yes,
being like a vessel. And then also you connecting it to your art practice. And I'd love for you
yes.
to share a little bit about your art practice too, because your art practice is very exciting.
Oh, nice. So I've been making art for ever since I was little. So I've always been called to draw. I've been very like artsy, and growing up I kind of like hid that from, from everyone else. Like my family knew that I was artistic, and that's just the whole kind of warms. But it has helped fueled me into, what I do today. And I'm a little bit more open now with the type of work that I do. It's mostly collage based. And um, within the past couple of years, it's, I've been able to really express who I really am, where in the past I think I was censoring my work. But that's where it all comes, through my upbringing. So it all just kind of all exploded, with what I really wanted to do as an artist, and what I really wanted to do as a person, and not being afraid of, what society or, what my family thought about it. Because in the end, you know we grow, we're like flowers, and if we limit ourselves with what we nourish ourselves with, we're not gonna, we're gonna only grow so much. So that's
Definitely.
also something that's been helping me.
Thank you so much for naming that. I think that that's really important around both creativity and also mindfulness. Mindfulness is a space where we can really work at and practice at being non-judgmental, right? And
Yeah.
creating a space where we can really embrace what is present, what is with us in the moment. And so that is something I really want to say. Again, for the folks who are just joining us, we're going to be doing some interactive meditations, and we're going to be doing one right now in a second. And one of the things that I want to say for all of these meditations is that really it's important to kind of hold a mindful space where you can be non-judgmental. And if you notice judgment coming up, hold that judgment too, right? Just holding, witnessing, being aware of what shows up as we experience some of these kind of more interactive, non-traditional meditations. So the first one I wanted us to try together is kind of one maybe to ease into it a little bit. I would say it's more of a word one, a concept one. And this is a concept that you can use all sorts of things with. But so what we're going to do, and I thought this would be fun because of the fact that you and I both have like intersecting interests in like paganism and indigenous epistemologies and witchcraft. So if you want to take all of those kind of things and think of that as a concept, what we're going to do is we're going to start with one word. And once we have that word, we're going to take the last letter of that word, and the next person's going to have to come up with another word that is within this concept of, witchcraft, magic, paganism. So if you want, I can start, and let's see what I can think of. Worship. We'll start with worship. And it could be things, people, places, really anything that's within that realm. So
P, so I thought of Palo Santo.
Palo Santo, wonderful. So O, I will think of obsidian or obsidiana, which is an amazing stone. So obsidian.
So with an N. I don't know, for some reason, nostalgia, because it helps bring it all together. Nostalgia.
Beautiful. Nostalgia, yes. And A, I would say amber is really powerful.
Amber. R. I would have to say redwood because it links it with the nature. Yeah.
Beautiful. Yes, redwood. D, I would say Damiana.
Oh, yes. A. Astral.
Ooh, the astral. L, I would say love.
Yes, love, lots of love. And then it would be E. I think a lot of ecstasy. Ecstasy comes through.
Ooh, ecstasy. I'm going to say yes.
S. Spirit. Definitely spirit.
Spirit. And T, transcendent.
Yes, I felt that. Transcendent. It comes back to T, huh?
Yeah.
I would say travel. Astral travel. I know it's not with the A, but the astral travel came through.
Yeah. That astral just wants to come through, right?
It does.
Yeah. So how about we take a little break right here? I love kind of astral travel being the last two words. So do you want to share just a little bit about what you noticed, what that experience was like of doing that?
It's very fun and playful, but also the keywords that came through, I think, are what's helping us cope with, our current situations. So I'm definitely have, the redwoods, the love, the, ecstasy, the astral travel, astral plane. So all of that, I think it all kind of, it's very cohesive into what's helping with coping with the situation, I think.
Definitely.
That's what's coming through. Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. So it's a kind of a way also to tap into the field of energy around you, right? To kind of do this
Yes.
with another person. And as I said, you could use any concept. It doesn't have to be
Yeah.
witchy things. It could be
Yeah.
also like fruits or vegetables. It could be celebrities, anything that kind of helps you just facilitate that
Yeah.
exchange and to have a moment where you're shifting your awareness to something else. And so, okay, the
Nice.
second one we're going to try, which I think this one's a little bit different. We're going to try. I kind of like to call this one like the energy ball, and so
Mm.
this is kind of working with imagination, with play, and so I want us to both kind of hold our hands like this, like we're kind of getting ready to receive something. And close your eyes or keep them open. It's up to you. So take a deep breath here. Now we're going to imagine that we start to receive energy into our hands. And as we're receiving this energy, we're going to imagine that all of this energy is going to become a beautiful ball, a beautiful orb of energy. You can imagine maybe your hands surrounding the orb. Noticing what color it is. Maybe sending a little bit more energy into it, letting it get supercharged. You let it grow a little bit larger as you send more energy into it. Maybe you notice that it changes colors, that it starts to change the way that it looks. So just for fun, I'd like for us to kind of take these powerful energy balls that we've made, and you can open your eyes if you have them closed. And I want us to imagine that we send them towards one another through this screen. Sending them into this portal that we have here in front of us, sending all that energy, feeling it leave your hands and your body as we send it into this portal that we have here. And again, taking a deep breath here. Bringing your hands back down. Okay, you want to start to come back to the room. So what was that like? What did you notice in that one? I definitely noticed a lot.
Yeah. I could definitely feel a lot of energy coming through as you were speaking and as I was holding the orb. Um, you can I think technology really does help send these energy waves, and I felt a lot of waves, and then they kind of became encapsulated into this deep ultramarine blue with
Mm.
these like hot pink, and then it ended up turning into like this diamond,
Oh,
and then
wow.
that's when I send it over. But I could definitely feel, and I'm very I pick up a lot of energy, whether it's through sitting next to someone, but I think that the phones really do help transmit that energy because it's making connections for us to see each other. So that's definitely wavelengths traveling, and a lot of people that I come across don't necessarily believe that, but I personally do believe that this energy is so strong. But yeah, it's very powerful. I can still feel it. I try to send it all your
Same.
way.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and so I love this kind of, it's an imagination meditation. It's also like playful, and you could do it with
Yeah.
someone else. You can kind of send energy back and forth with another person. And as you were saying, you can send it across time and space through technology. And it's something that you could do if you're ever kind of wanting to move your awareness or your attention somewhere, and if that's something that you really resonate or feel yourself. Because like you were just saying, not everyone feels it the same way, and so everyone kind of picks it up in a different way. And so just noticing what really works for you, and that's why I think it's good to try on different things like this so that you can kind of just see what really sticks, what works, what doesn't. So I thought, before we kind of end this, and I definitely want to let people know that we're going to start inviting people, if anyone wants to join and be the next person to practice with me. What we're going to do is write your name down in the chat window, and I will try to go down the list to see if the people that want to be on the live stream to practice with me. But before we go, I would love to ask you, if you're okay with it, to do us the honor of offering us a collective reading with a one card reading for the group here.
Okay.
And if people are interested, El Hermit is El_Hermit, is a constant source of inspiration and incredible divinatory insight if you're interested in that kind of thing. So would you please?
Yes. Okay. So I decided to pull from the Voyager Tarot. So I shuffled up the deck, and I'm just gonna pull the card from the top. So this is the Voyager, and this, it helps us travel through, I think, our mental obstacles. And this is a very special deck that the collective called me to be a part of. So we have the Chariot. And the Chariot, what is the Chariot trying to tell us all as a collective? What it's trying to, the downloads that I'm getting is that we definitely are paving a new way. So we're paving this new road. The Chariot usually comes in with a lot of movement. However, we are the ones that are creating the movement. So allow yourself to hold space with your community and to build the road that you're traveling in, because you are the ones that are definitely heading the way that you want to go. Don't let others, like society, tell you that you have to go a certain way. Today the Chariot is really telling us to fly into it, soar into it, just use all that we have, and like that energy orb, use that energy and charge yourself, because you are paving that road. So that's definitely what I'm getting, a big charge.
Yeah, and that's super empowering, and like really, kind of draws into, I think, a big part of the reason why meditative practices can be really helpful, and in terms of practicing and working with yourself, is that as the Chariot allows us to kind of pave this road, as you were
Yeah.
saying, having a meditative practice also really allows us to work with our body as a whole system, as a whole kind of chariot that is working
Yes.
in its own road, making its own path. And yeah, and I think that this is also a really important message in terms of like where we're at right now, where a lot of us are maybe not knowing what's coming up in the future, or not
Yeah.
knowing where we're headed. And so kind of really allowing us to bring some of that power back and say, I can envision what kind of a road I'm
Yes.
building in front of me, can be really important too.
Yes.
So yeah, anything else you'd like to share? I'm really, really grateful for your time and for you being a part of this. Thank you so much for
Thank you.
volunteering to do this with me. I really, really appreciate it. But yeah, anything else that comes through, anything else you'd love to share?
I just wanted to say thank you for having me, Edgar. It's been a blessing ever since you came into my life. And a quick tip that I want to tell people, who be open to meeting new creatures, new beings. People come cross your paths for a reason, and divine timing. I really believe in divine timing. But yeah, just thank you so much, and I'm so happy to be able to share this with everybody. And if you're afraid to tap into anything magical, don't be. Just know that your ancestors the spirits that surround you, they're all here to support you. They're waiting for you on the other end. And don't let, society or, specifically religious cultural norms not allow you to break into that, to tap into that, because it's all waiting for you. But yeah, thank you so much, Edgar.
Yeah, and thank you for naming the ancestors. I think that's been something that's been really connecting a lot of the different wonderful conversations I've been having with people here on the live stream as a part of this, is talking about the sacred ancestral support that surrounds us, that that we're able to tap into, and that we're able to work with different kind of ways of re-engaging that sacred ancestral support. So thank you so much for naming that. Again, this is Ed Hermit. If you're interested in finding out more about them, please go look at their Instagram account. They, as I said, offer a lot of amazing readings and insight. And I'd like to invite anyone who would like to join me next. If you want to just say hello, or if you want to write your name down, and then we can kind of start going to the next person. So thank you so much for being here. It's such an honor, and I'm so, so excited for people to see what you do. And thank you so much for sharing all of that magical wisdom and for offering us that reading. I really hope that resonated with people. And I definitely see comments here from saying, well, thank you both for that activity, so fun and playful. And from Jordan Quick Cole, and OK Lovey says, thank you so much. Evelyn Narches says, thank you both so much, how fun. Guava Sufi says, thumbs up. Yay, Francisco from Contemporary Fart, how wonderful. So wonderful to see all of you all here. So thank you so much, Francisco. We will see each other soon. Have a beautiful rest of your day, and hopefully stay on this live stream if you want to see the next person that comes on.
I love it. Yeah.
Okay, see you soon.
See you
Bye.
soon. Thank you.
Okay. So I see here, Guava Sufi, did you want to be the next person to come on the live stream? So you've given a thumbs up. And then maybe if you want Gumzi, we can go next. So Guava Sufi, if you want to send me a request, or I can send you one if you are wanting to come on the live stream. Yes, thank you, Lisa L. Jordan. Thank you so much for saying that. Yes, it's amazing to think of this space here as a vessel, as a portal, and thinking of the phone as a vessel, as a portal, I think is so powerful too. And that we can hold this space together. So let me see if, okay, Guava Sufi can't join. So let's see if Gumzi wants to join me. Okay. Let me know if anyone wants to join and do the next meditative exercise with me. I have a couple of different ones here. So if anyone wants to join, send me a request. Or I can also request you if you're interested. Hey, Matt Hunt, do you want to be on the live? Okay, I think we're connecting. Hi.
Hi.
Thank you so much for joining. Super appreciate you being on this live stream. What we're doing is we're doing interactive meditative practices together. So if you're okay with that, we can practice one or two together here in the group.
Sure.
Wonderful.
Hold on, let me put my phone down in the right.
Okay. So just to, if you feel comfortable, if you wanted to share a little bit about yourself, and also if you wanted to share about like if you meditate or how you meditate, just to let folks know here on the live stream what you, a little bit more about yourself.
Okay. Well, let's see. My name is Madi, and I do meditate, but it's sort of like a short practice. Like I try to do it every day. And I just kind of sit in silence for like 6 minutes, and I just try to kind of get grounded. But I'm really interested in exploring different kinds of meditation, and like I've gotten a lot of benefit from guided meditations and visualizations before. So,
Yay! Awesome. Okay. Well, how about we do one that is a little bit about kind of a visualization, a little bit imaginative. So if you want to just get comfortable for a second. And if you want to close your eyes or keep them open, and just let your attention kind of move away from, this space where we've been connecting and talking, and just draw your awareness to your body, to your breath. And I want you to imagine that as you're looking inside, as you're moving your awareness down, that you start to shine a very loving spotlight into the inside of yourself. And I want you to imagine that as you look inside, you start to see a weather system kind of start to represent itself to let you know just what's in there. So thinking of, as you look inside, what kind of a weather system is existing in me right now? So just notice what comes up as I ask that, as you look inside. Maybe you notice some sensations. Maybe there are some images or some words that come up. And take a deep breath here. Bring your awareness down to your feet. And maybe wiggle your toes a little bit. Just letting yourself feel the sensation. And gently let yourself come back. You can open your eyes if you had them closed when you're ready. Okay. So I'd like to ask you what you noticed, if there was a weather system, and if there was, what kind it was, and how you kind of noticed that. What were some of the things that let you know that that's what you were seeing or sensing?
My attention when you first started went down to sort of my pelvis area, and it was just very dark, like dark, deep blue color. And then when you mentioned the word weather system, I sort of like my attention kind of went up and I started feeling like it was almost like lightning. Like that sounds like a little like exaggerated, but it was like just like light kind of. Maybe I was just feeling this like electric energy kind of. I am feeling a little like nervous and excited right now, so maybe
Right.
that's part of it. And then sort of when you brought me back down, to my feet, I sort of got back into the darker, sort of like more grounded energy of my pelvis.
Right. So kind of some of that buzzing, that electricity, more energy up, and then as you kind of brought the energy down, more grounded, more
Yeah.
darker too, you said.
Yeah, dark, sort of like the sky at night, just like a deep blue, purple.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that and for just, being so candid about what you're noticing and what you're feeling. I definitely feel like this is an exercise I like to sometimes do with myself. It's just kind of like, what kind of a weather system am I? What am I noticing? And just kind of as a way to check in and also to see what comes up. Definitely that electricity I think can sometimes be connected to like what you were saying, like feeling a little nervous or excited or energized, right? So noticing how you kind of sense those things as you're feeling inside the body.
Yeah, that's powerful. That makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Are you open to doing one more?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one will be a little bit different. This one is going to be, it's going to be more of a kind of interactive one.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to make a sound, and either you or I could start. So we'll make a sound, and what our goal is going to be is that we're going to mimic the sound the other person made. and
Okay.
then we're going to add a sound to it. And then so we're kind of sending that back to each other. And as we send it back to each other, we're going to keep adding sounds.
Okay.
So we'll see how many we can remember. And we'll also try to kind of keep track to see if we're remembering them all. And maybe the people who are watching can help us keep track to see if we got them all or not.
Okay.
But do you want to start or do you want me to start?
You can start.
Okay.
Yeah.
Woo!
Woo.
Woo! Yeah!
Woo. Yeah.
Woo! Was it woo? Yeah!
Woo. I think that was it.
That was it, yeah. Do you want to add one more to that?
Oh yeah. Okay. Shoot. Wait, I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay. Woo! Oh! No? Was that it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Woo. Ha.
Woo! Ah, ah. Ah. Ha.
Woo. I think ha.
Yes. Okay, we'll stop there because I feel like I don't know if I can remember more than that. That
I
was
think
getting a
I
little
may
hard.
have forgotten one of them in there, but that was fun.
How was that for you? What did you notice? What was that process like for you to do that?
I'm definitely energizing and funny. Like, I guess I definitely felt joy kind of in the process of trying to remember. And then it felt good sort of towards the end to like give it a little more oomph, you know? Like the
Right.
yeah, and the ones in the beginning though did sort of become more automatic also, I noticed.
Definitely. Yeah, I felt like towards the end we were needing to make like, I don't know, bigger movements or more memorable movements to remember so that we could actually incorporate them into what we're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I thank you so much. I really appreciate you being open to doing these meditations with me and for being a part of this experience.
Thank
Is there anything else you'd like to share before we hop off and invite the next person on?
No, thank you. It was sort of a spontaneous thing that I clicked on and, you know, whatever, but it felt good. So thank you for inviting me, and thank you everyone for witnessing our exploration.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
You
We'll see
too.
you. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Okay, so if the next person who wants to join, we're probably going to do one or two more people. I'm just looking up. Oh, thank you so much, everyone who's here. This is so wonderful. It's so wonderful to see everyone. Yeah, that was so much fun. So, Yoha Cambre, would you want to be on the next person to come on? Or is there someone else? If someone wants to request me, or I can request you. We'll try one or two more meditations for the next person. Again, these are interactive, these are fun, these are playful, kind of a little non-traditional meditations that we can do. Thank you, Evelyn Arches. Yeah, I think that's just one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, is just knowing that sometimes, meditation can get a little repetitive. And so it's thinking of different ways that we can engage meditative practices to kind of keep it more fun, more playful, especially if we have someone that we can do it with. And it's also ways to really move our awareness, move our attention into another kind of way of thinking, especially, for example, what we just did right now, where you're having to remember all these different things. That's definitely one of those moments where you're really having to focus and keep your awareness and your memory somewhere else. So yeah, if anyone else wants to join, I'm going to see if Yoha Cambre wants to join. They're unable to join. Okay, so let me know if anyone wants to be a part of this. What we're doing is we're going to do just like 1 or 2 meditative practices together. And as I said, they're interactive, they're playful. I just, also wanted to share that it could be really powerful to work with meditative practices whenever you're doing things like, for example, earlier today I was making some food, and I had to pick the leaves off a bunch of cilantro, and really turning something like that into a meditative practice, having moments where you're really working with your awareness and moving it somewhere. That's really a lot of what meditation is. It's kind of shifting your awareness, being able to work with your body as an instrument in that way. So Jaxie Jack Studio, do you want to be the next person to come on the live stream? I'm gonna send you a request to see if you want to join us. And if you do, then we're going to practice another meditation together. If not, folks, let me know if you're interested in being a part of this and joining the live stream so that we could practice a meditation. Okay, so Jaxie Jack Studio said they cannot join. So let me know if there's anyone else that would like to try a meditative practice with me. Or also if you have any comments or if anything has come up, just kind of seeing what we've been doing. Oh no, that's okay. Thank you so much. Anyway, Jaxie Jack Studio, stay along because I just got a request from Dalia Anani, and I'm gonna go live. So hopefully this works, and we'll try another meditation. I think it's connecting. Yay! So good to see you.
You too. I'm shy too, but I know. Do it alone.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm really grateful to connect with you and to be able to do this with you and to kind of, have a couple of more meditative experiences. Have you been watching some of the other ones that we just did?
I watched the last 2. The one with all in response mostly, and the second half of the one before that.
Wonderful. Okay. And do you want to share anything about yourself and about also maybe your experience with meditation or how you work with meditation in your life?
I like to use my singing bowl to call in the directions every day, and I do work with yoga regularly, and like you were saying, cooking meditations. Also art as meditation. I like really slow moving art. I have this basket I've been coiling.
Oh, amazing.
This is definitely meditative.
Yes. Yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. Weaving is one of the most meditative practices you can do, I feel. Just getting into that flow is so powerful.
Repetition.
Exactly. Yeah, repetition is definitely, and I think, and that definitely in terms of just meditating in general, I think repetition is one of those things that can really help create that sacred container that we might be needing sometimes in our lives. And like you said earlier about calling in the directions every day as a practice, as something that you can really just have as a sacred container once a day. So so let's definitely try. We're going to try the first meditation I want to try is one that's like a little, it's about, I would say, like grounding and also about like protection and safety. And it's one that we could do out loud. And I think maybe we can both do it out loud. And so what this is I kind of like to call it like a sensorial meditation. And so, and what we'll do is we'll start with the number 5, and 5 will be for sight, and then we'll have sound, and then we'll have smell, then we'll have touch, and then we'll have taste.
Okay.
Okay? And so we'll have 5 things that we see, 4 things that we hear, 3 things that we smell, 2 things that we touch, and 1 thing that we taste. Okay? And so the way this will work is you and I can each maybe take turns. And so we'll both start with sight. And so what this is this kind of to ground your awareness in your sight. So if you want to just look around and name 5 things that you see, and we'll go one by one. So if you want to go first, and then I'll go.
Tree.
Okay. Zine.
Speaker.
Phone case.
Water bottle.
Chair.
Bed.
Carpet.
Jacket.
Light switch. Great.
Is that 5?
What, I think that was 5. I think that was 5.
I think it was.
Wonderful. Okay. So now let's
too meditative. I lost track.
exactly. We were two in the present moment to count numbers. So how about we move on to 4 things that we can hear, and if you want to start.
The fan in my computer.
The air conditioner.
Traffic.
Water drop.
TV. Think.
Steps.
My pulse.
My breath.
Wind.
My kitty walking around. Okay. Wonderful. So now what we're going to do is 3 things that we can smell. So if you want to go first.
Myself.
Yeah, and this one might be hard if there aren't more than 3 smells in the air, right? Okay, I smell like dinner, but like kind of like the after dinner because I had dinner a little bit ago, so I still kind of smell it in the air.
Rice. I can smell rice.
Some rice, okay. I can definitely also smell, I have some tea next to me and I can smell the tea.
Rosemary.
Ooh, rosemary. And I have an essential oil that I can smell right in front of me. So that one was a little harder, I feel. Sometimes there aren't 3 smells just in the air available. Wonderful. And then so now 2 things that we can touch. And so these are things that we can grab or touch or just have in front of us. So if you want to just grab one, and I'll grab something too.
Velvet.
Wonderful. I grabbed a little pouch too. Feeling that softness. And so as you know, as this is a sensorial exercise, it's really good to really let yourself feel the sensation.
Metal bottle.
And I have my glass bottle. Yes, it's cold. Wonderful. Okay, so And now the last one is taste. So one thing we can taste. So see, maybe closing your eyes for a moment and seeing if you have any taste that you can taste in this moment.
I have residue of a butternut squash pretzel.
Yum.
Very
Yeah, and I definitely tasted some. I had mushroom earlier, so I definitely taste some of that mushroom still present with me.
Robin
I
has
love that. I love that people are answering. Also, some people are saying paper,
coleslaw.
wooden mushroom, coleslaw,
Yum.
Mayflowers tickle,
I love
frosting,
this. Aw.
salt. Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you so much, everyone, for also playing along with us and kind of working with your senses as well. Do you want to just share how that was for you, what you noticed, how it was to kind of focus on the senses for a little bit?
It does help you pull out of any sort of anxiety spiral that you could get into, any thoughts that might feel overwhelming. I've worked with that method before to bring me back into my body, to root back down and feel grounded. It's a good reminder. And fun. When you're doing it with someone else, it's even more fun.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Yeah. And like really working with the senses can be something that's super grounding and can really help you kind of move your awareness somewhere else, somewhere that's very different. Um, and so the next thing I want to try is this one's a little bit more interactive, I would say. So I'd love for us to do kind of similar with the how we were doing sounds earlier. I'd like for us to do essentially like I I kind of did this one before, but it's kind of like doing some chanting, and I'm feeling called to doing a little bit of chanting or just a little bit
Okay.
of sound together because I feel like this is something that is also really kind of move our awareness, can help kind of us be more in our body. And so I was thinking maybe what we could do is one of us can start and the other one can make a sound kind of to either mirror it or to add to it or play with it. And we can kind of go back and forth, just maybe do this for like a minute and then we'll
Okay.
kind of stop and then we'll notice what that was like. So, do you want to start whenever you're ready? And then I can kind of chime in and we'll go back and forth.
Okay. So we're sort of using like sounds in our chant or words in our chant.
It's up to you. Yeah, yeah. Whatever feels better in this moment.
Okay. The earth is our mother.
Earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother.
The earth is our mother.
The earth is our mother.
The earth is our mother.
The earth is our mother.
The earth is our mother.
The earth is our mother.
Earth is our mother.
The 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 earth is our
mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. The earth is our mother. Wow. What was that like for you?
Comforting. So comforting. I love it.
Yeah, felt so
Something we
good.
can share. We can all share this mom together. Feels so good.
Yeah, that was so, so wonderful, so beautiful, and also it felt so heart expansive, and I could feel just the earth just really appreciating us doing that. So thank you for bringing that sacred chat into this space and for sharing that and for being brave, like Jack Studio said that he said that
Aw,
you're brave,
I'm
or
faking it.
yeah, yeah, thank you so much. Is there anything else you'd like to share, or anything that people that are here with us would like to share? Also, I definitely see people enjoying the experience, giving us claps.
Yay. Um, I'd just like to say thank you. I really appreciate all of the work you do, all the spells you put out every single day that we get to partake in and share. It's really special and, it's meaningful and you're appreciated. It means a lot. It's not a small gesture.
Mm, thank you so much. I receive your words with so much gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm so honored to be a part of this community and to be connected to all of you, and so grateful for this time that we get to playfully work with meditative practices, and so grateful to you for coming on
Oh,
this space. So
thank you.
yeah, I definitely also recommend people check out your work. I would love for people to kind of see the kind of stuff that you do as well. I yeah, I feel like people who haven't had a chance definitely come and check out some of the folks that I follow on my Instagram. There's such a beautiful community that we have there of people being creative, making art, making magic. So yeah, thank you so much, Dalia. Really, really appreciate you being
Oh,
on
thank you.
this.
It was so nice to have some FaceTime with you. I really appreciate
Yeah,
it. Thank you guys
likewise.
for having me.
Yeah. Thank you
Bye.
so much. Bye. See you soon. Well, thank you everyone so much. Really, really appreciate that. That was so magical. Yes, Sleepy House Healing Dahlia is a special flower, such a special flower. Jaxie Jack Studio, love you also. Really appreciate that. That was so, my heart is feeling so expansive right now. I'm so grateful to all of you. Thank you for being here on this live stream. I hope you've enjoyed this and you can, as I said earlier, definitely find different ways to work with your awareness, work with bringing more non-judgment, more compassion, more love into your life, and finding ways that you can create these sacred vessels where you can work with your awareness, with your play, and work with other people. And definitely, I love all the things that people shared in terms of other ways that folks engage with consciousness, engage with awareness, and with meditative practices. So I hope everyone has a wonderful night. This is going to be up on the Vincent Price Art Museum's account, so if people want to see this later. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. Wonderful to see you, Starga Maria, Jaxie Jazz Studio, and Dalia. Thank you so much. It was so wonderful to be here with all this warmth. Yes, play and awareness, Mad Hunt. Super, super important. The earth is our mother. Yeah, so grateful for that chat. I'm definitely going to write that one down and have that one for later because it's so, so heartwarming to say that. So definitely take that with you all. Um, again, have a wonderful night, everyone. I wanted to say this is my last week doing meditation for Meditation Monday, but next week we do have a special guest that's going to be a surprise guest. I'm really excited for people to to know who it's going to be. I think people are going to be really excited. We yeah, I don't want to say any more because I don't want to spoil it. So definitely we're going to have a wonderful week next week. But as I said, this is my last week doing an actual meditation with people. So I've just been really grateful to hold this space and to have this space every Monday here. Thank you so much to the Vincent Price Art Museum again for crafting this space for our community. I I'm so grateful to all of you for all the messages you send me, all the support people have been sending me about this practice, and all the different ways that you all inspire me. So thank you. Nice to see you, Este Ojo. Thank you so much, Jack to Jack Studio, Madhan, Dalia. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you, all the wonderful people that have been here and that have participated. This has been such a wonderful event. Thank you, Lisa. Have a wonderful night, everyone. We will see each other soon. Bye, Ever. See you. Bye.